Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to all participants joining us today for this enlightening session on sustainability, titled Sustainability for a Better Future. I'm Asma Nasreen, your host for today's event, an event which is organized in collaboration with EduFam Training Services, UAE, and EcoVisionaries Global Group. Today's event aims to emphasize the importance of sustainability and how it plays a crucial role in shaping a brighter future and greener future for all of us. We are fortunate to have our distinguished speaker with us to guide us on this journey of awareness and action. Without further ado, let's begin. I would like to first invite Dr. Halima Sadia to deliver the inaugural speech. Dr. Halima is a leadership development facilitator, executive coach, and the founder of Green Lifestyle. She is also a director of operations at EduFam International Academy and has been a guiding force in driving sustainability initiatives while inspiring many communities globally with her visionary leadership. Over to you, Halima ma'am.
Thank you very much, Miss Asma. Thank you very much for inviting me. And first of all, let me welcome each one of you for this prestigious program where we all are gathered for the sustainability initiatives and what is our responsibility as a leaders. I understand that each one of us who are present here are not representing only themselves, but they are representing the whole community, the whole organizations, and each one of you have the value of even more than thousands of people. So your mindset, your leadership, your thought process, your transformation is going to ensure the transformation of the thousands of the people. Before we start today's session, let me just briefly give you the introduction of the platform where we all are gathered here and why we have taken the initiative of Eco Visionary Group. Eco Visionary Group is a group that is a global group where we have the people around the globe from Malaysia to India, Singapore, Gulf countries, USA, UK, all around the globe. The people, those who are thinking about the sustainability, are gathered on this platform. We organize the summits, we organize the conferences, we organize the seminars, we organize the courses that is bringing the transformation in the lives of the people. This is another program that's going to happen on 30th, and Mr. Narendra Singh Ji is the part of this program, being in Delhi NCR. And I wanted to organize such program even in Bangalore, but it was not possible due to, I think, the cold weather. The schools are closed here, so it's not possible to organize here. But somehow we managed to do in Delhi, and we managed to do in Rajasthan as well. So these are some of our guests, those who are going to be there on 30th. And these are the winners of the sustainability quiz, because EduFam always believes that the students are the future of this country. And if we are not taking them, along with us, then all our efforts are going to be in vain. So to be more successful, we have to take the students along with us. And that's why we conducted international sustainability quiz. And these are the winners. They are going to get the awards, cash awards on 30th in Delhi. They all are going to be the part of that sustainability conference where Mr. Narendra Singh Ji is also with me in this endeavor. And along with that, Explorer Academy is going to present some special cultural programs based on sustainability. That is the remarkable feature of this program, that all the students are going to have the environmental ramp walk. They are going to have like sustainability speeches, sustainability fashion show, and then skit on the safe trees. All these initiatives we have taken under Eco Visionary Group. As I have mentioned before, that when my granddaughter was born, when she was born and I took her into my arms first time, the first thing that went into my mind when I looked outside, the sky was all gray, and there was smoke all over. The first thought that crept into my mind was that what I am going to give to my granddaughter as a gift. This gray sky, this smoggy atmosphere, this is not something that is expected from the grandparents. And if it is the future or if it is the destiny of Delhi NCR, and other cities as well. I'm giving the example of Delhi NCR because I live there. That's why I'm giving you the example. But you look at other cities of India. Even the Bangalore is also in the same queue. They are also moving towards that. So what we are doing for the clean and neat atmosphere, clean and neat environment, what are our efforts towards that? So this realization has helped me. This realization has helped me to start the initiative, and I started EduFam International Academy, and under that we started promoting the sustainable goals. Because I thought that if I am going to do the things alone, it's not going to help. It's not going to give much benefit because I am alone. I am helpless. Who's going to listen to us? These type of thoughts I used to get when I started my mission. Then I recalled the story. This story is very famous story. You all must be knowing the story of the starfish and a boy. When there were thousands of starfish on the seashore, a boy was throwing one by one starfish in the sea. A passerby said that there are thousands of starfish. How many you are going to save in this way? Then the boy took one starfish and he threw it in the sea, and he said that it is going to make the difference for this starfish. I saved this starfish. So in this way, if we are going to do a small actions we are going to take, that's really going to have high impact, because each one of us are going to have some actions we are going to take. So my dear friends, my story, as you all know, that I started my journey in 1993 till 2012. I was a teacher and a headmistress in Hamdard Public School. And then after that, after serving in this organization for 19 years, 14 years as a teacher and 5 years as headmistress, I moved to UAE, and there I served in India International School as a principal. Here you all can see me. It is India International School. Then after that, I was the founding principal of DPS Ajman. Here you can see me at DPS Ajman in 2017. And then from 2019 to 2022, you know, the period of COVID, the period of uncertainty, the period of doubt, despair, disappointment, and all those things. This was the period when I was in Delhi and I started my EduFam International Academy, and I was busy in training the people, in organizing the programs offline, online. And once the COVID restriction was over, I started traveling to Singapore, to UAE, to other countries with my mission. And then I went to Maldives as well with the same mission. In 2022 to 2023, I was in Maldives. And then finally, I reached to UAE again. But this time, I didn't join any organization, but I started my own company over there with the name of EduFam Training Services. And this company is committed towards the leadership and management trainings, towards principal and educational leaders training, towards teachers training, towards individuals training, personality development, soft skill development, and grooming. So what we have developed a future-proof living. This is the green lifestyle. And we conduct 30 days courses that ensures that we are leading green lifestyle. It is not a theory. I have visited many colleges, and you know, the colleges, they have accepted this fact that our teaching is only theoretical teaching. We only ask the student to write the answers, 200 words, 500 words, 1000 words, but they never focus on the practicality. Here comes the roles of the academies and the organizations, because we focus on the practicality of the learnings that they have learned at the school. So under this course of 30 days, we ensure that all the participants are leading a sustainable life. They are practicing the small actions that ensures that they are helping into SDGs given by UN, and they are responsible users. I'm not going into the details, but yes, let me just tell you that the biggest issue nowadays is the balance. We don't have the balance. You know, we are always in the position of exaggerating the things, excess use of materials, excess use of gadgets, excess use of electronics. So this being not in moderate, like using the things not in moderation is the biggest problem with today's human race. That is the reason why carbon emissions, global warming, biodiversity loss, resources overconsumption, these are the problems that we all are facing. So this is the critical conditions. There is a water scarcity, there are food scarcity, there is population overgrowth of the populations. So naturally, we cannot do each and everything alone. So we have taken goal 12 that says ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. And for this, we have invited the people to join us as green ambassadors. If you are on the same line of the thought process as we are, that you are thinking about sustainability, you are most welcome to join us as green ambassador. It is difficult, I know, but it's not impossible. If we all can work together, we can bring lots of changes. Otherwise, only if we talk about the e-waste, it has become so huge that it is said that only, because I was doing little research about Malaysia since I have joined the research in Malaysia International University. So I was just going through and reading. So only in Malaysia, the e-waste, the amount of e-waste is so huge that if we are going to pile them, it is going to be 5 times of their Petronas Tower's height. It is so huge, only in one country, let alone the other countries. And the landfills, what is the harmful effect of this e-waste on the landfills? What is the harmful effect of this e-waste on the human health? All these we have to think about this. Otherwise, it's very difficult for the generation to come. We will not be in the position of facing them, because they are going to blame us. What we have done with this universe? What we have done with this universe? Let us think and try to find the answers. There is no answer for this. Yes, we have spoiled it. We are responsible. Each one of us have to look at our own lifestyle and see that where we can conserve, where we can conserve the energy, where we can conserve the water, where we can conserve the resources. Let's try for that. Let's try to avoid overconsumption. Let's try to avoid overuses of the things. So for this purpose, EduFam organizes the courses, or EduFam organizes the seminars, conferences. This is some of the glimpse of our conference that we have organized. I believe that you are able to. Are you able to see and listen?
Only see. Only see.
Okay, you can only see. So let me stop sharing and then again sharing. That will ensure that you are watching and you are listening as well.
You have to put that share computers on. That option is there in Zoom. Go to that more thing. Share sound is there from computer. Yeah.
So this was the conference in UAE. And before that, we have organized the conferences in Singapore, in Maldives. And now again, we are going to have our conference in Maldives. So let me briefly just let you know that when and how we are going to organize it. So we have developed Green Living Made Simple. This is 30 days challenge. You can join us as Green Ambassador and then you can be the part of this. We are going to organize our next conference in Maldives, that is on 11th and 12th April. And on this occasion, not only we talk about sustainability, we invite the speakers, we invite the researchers, we invite the professors, we invite the business owners, but also we acknowledge and recognize the efforts of the people, those who are working in the field of sustainability. And we give the award of Sustainable Business Awards, Green Business Awards, and even Green Education Award, Green School Award. All these awards we give. If you want the details, you are most welcome. You can WhatsApp me and we will send you the details. Miss Asma, will you please just share the WhatsApp number of EduFam so that those who are interested, they can always WhatsApp and they can know the details of these programs. Then after that, our next program is in Singapore. That is on 24th June. And here we are going to have again the Sustainability Conference on 24th June, where the global leaders will assemble and we all are going to share our best practices. And our green ambassadors are going to highlight their achievements and their efforts, what they have done. Even they are able to change the life of a single person, that will really a great help. Now, my humble request to you all, those who are present here, is that whenever you move out of the house, please carry one glass with you. Please carry one spoon with you. Please carry one bag with you. Please carry the small essential things that is important to avoid these type of plastic uses, because this one-time plastic use is the most harmful elements that is going to spoil the whole environment. With this humble request, I request all of you, will you please help me, or will you please agree with me, or will you please be with me in this mission of avoiding the one-time plastic usage? If you are with me, please give me the thumbs up and let me see that how many of you are with me in this. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Partha. Thank you, Miss Anita. Thank you, Mr. Vijay. Thank you, Miss Aisha. Thank you, Zarina. Thank you, Dr. Ram. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
I am with you. I am with you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Narendra Singh ji. Thank you. And with this, once again, I welcome each one of you. And now over to you, Miss Asma.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspiring words and for setting this Zoom meeting for the important session. Your sites truly motivate us to make a sustainability a way of life. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Vijay Kumar to introduce our esteemed guest speaker, Dr. Parasarthi. Over to you, Vijay, sir.
Thank you, Asma and Halima ji, for giving this opportunity of introducing a very, very distinguished speaker today, Dr. N. Parasarthi, who is a veteran educator with over 40 years in teaching and administration. He has very, very advanced degrees and certifications in English literature, then ELT, applied linguistics, a doctorate. He has served as vice principal, academic director, and dean in top schools, and has also developed curricula. He has authored textbooks and designed training programs like the SPUSH Professional English course. He has over 250 teacher training workshops he has conducted, and he's also contributed to CBSE projects and edited various publications. And to top it all, his work includes translations, with one released by our late President APJ Abdul Kalam, and he has received Nation Builder Award in 2015 for his contribution to education. So we are indeed very, very lucky to have him here and to listen to him. Thank you so much. And press over to Halimaji, Rasma.
Miss Asma, please unmute yourself.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you, sir, for that wonderful introduction. It's my absolute honor to now invite our keynote speaker, Dr. Partha Sarathi, co-founder of Center for Professional Development, Hyderabad, India, to share his insight on the topic Sustainability, a Better Future. So over to you, sir.
Thank you so much and good evening to every one of you. Halimaji, Vijay Kumar sir for introducing. and Asmana Srinji for hosting the meeting, and all other learned scholars, and my Didi Anita Costa is listening to me, who is instrumental in my getting associated with Halimaji and this great association. I have a number's ambition before I continue. You have already been into the field doing a great service towards this living planet. There is no plan B and planet B for us. There is only one plan A and one planet to live on, Earth. So when I compare myself with all of you, I'm a novice before you, because my interest in sustainability is of a recent times. I'm an inquisitive person. I want to do research into various new things. That's how when I read the report in the recent past about, of United Nations and WWF, I took interest and I proposed to one of the publishers who has approached me to write books. Though I am an Indian, though not for fun, I'm saying this. I'm like a jock of all trades and master of none. I've written books in science and social science as well. Let me tell the present scenario as a teacher and as a textbook author and an editor too. And I'm a product of CIFL Hyderabad. Now it is called IFLU, and IIT Madras. And I'm trained in editing and translation in Madurai Kamaraj University. And of course, various other things Vijay Kumar sir briefly mentioned about. And I researched into 15 learning theories based on constructivism and developed notes, and I use them in teacher training programs. And then as an author of science books and my own experience as a teacher, as a classroom teacher, and as an academic auditor, I'm a CBSE certified academic auditor. When I audit science classes, the conceptual understanding and conceptual awareness is limited to afforestation, planting trees, and protection of environment, and protection of air and water, and not polluting these natural resources. However, this is not complete. This is my understanding. I don't think that this is complete. We are not giving a complete understanding of the environment and the planet to the children, because more critical issues are biodiversity and climate change. Textbooks at the school level don't speak about these things. So children are not given awareness about these two things. And let me tell you, friends, Anita madam and I know, because we live in Hyderabad. Now the temperatures in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, the two neighboring Telugu states, temperatures have already come down below 24 degrees in Andhra Pradesh and below 21 degrees in Telangana and in Hyderabad. In spite of this fact, even today, as we are moving into Jan 2025, the depressions in Bay of Bengal are happening and it is raining. It rains sporadically in Hyderabad, moderate to heavy rains in Telangana, and heavy rains in Andhra Pradesh with gale winds across the coastal regions of Andhra Pradesh, particularly South Andhra Pradesh. So this is a classic example of climate change. And in the last 2 days, I've been experiencing a bandwidth issue because of a lot of disruption, fall of trees on the wires and cables. And very soon I may have to request your permission to turn off my video when I start talking about these things. So today, I do not know how much time is given, but I thought I would make use of this time, this platform, for 35 to 45 minutes to throw light on that. in this particular field, what I am more interested is education for sustainable development. So it's not simply conservation. See, we cannot advocate to our children that you stop urbanization. That's not going to happen. Urbanization is bound to happen because people migrate from place to place. And we all have migrated from different places to different places, and from less developed areas to more developed areas like Hyderabad, Bangalore, and so on, for jobs, for earning opportunities. So urbanization is bound to happen. So now we have to teach our children the concept of sustainable urbanization. So that's very important. This is where education should focus, our work should focus. Sustainable use. Otherwise, it will be something like you tell a teenager not to use a device like mobile phone. So if you prevent the children, teenagers or preteens, from using their laptops or lab books or mobiles, they will somehow use. Instead, the digital literacy should not only focus on cyber security issues, cyber safety issues, the useful and profitable use of these devices, like laptops, mobile phones, and so on. So there should be a complete revisiting of these concepts. That's what I feel. So first, briefly, let me talk about it. Sir, kindly permit me to go off, turn off my video, because I don't want this network to disrupt my flow and waste your time. See, our planet is at a critical point now. The decisions, actions, and inactions of one species, that is human beings, over the next decade will determine the fate of all life on the earth.
Mr. Partha, are you showing something?
No, I'm not showing. I'm not showing.
Okay. You are not visible also. That's what. No issues.
No, I'm not showing. Okay. You want me to be, you want to have my camera on, but there is a bandwidth issue. So I don't want this flow to be disrupted with low connectivity.
It's okay. It's okay. No issues. No issues. Go ahead.
Yeah. See, this is my belief. Biodiversity and natural habitats are disappearing at an alarming and unprecedented rate due to our overconsumption of natural resources and activities that are changing the climate. Learned colleagues, let me tell you, Andhra Pradesh particularly has mangrove forests. Mangroves or mada forests, we call them. And they have been destroyed. As a result, in the districts like West Godavari and East Godavari, and neighboring union territory like Yanam, which is still a union territory, though a part of East Godavari district, Kakinada district, there is a lot of temperature issues. Summers are sultry, humid, and very high, very hot. Similarly, there is a natural freshwater lake called Kolleru Lake in West Godavari. Some of you must have heard about it. It is Asia's largest freshwater lake and a house for some of the exotic migratory birds. But you know what happened in the recent 10 to 15 years? All around the lake, not only encouragements, the fish tanks have been developed. Now, this is an unfortunate thing to note that this particular lake, a valuable natural gift given to the state of Andhra Pradesh, India, in South India, has been relegated to the level of a drain. The chemicals, the fish feed, and so on and so forth are draining into this lake. Now tell me, no textbook talks about these things. And as you know, friends, India is one of the top 12 biodiversity spots. No textbook at any level until grade 12 talks about the conservation of biodiversity in our country. On and often, it was about 80 years ago, Government of India conducted a biodiversity enclave in Hyderabad. People, highly learned intellectuals, came and delivered their speeches, and newspapers gave a wide coverage, but nothing has been done so far towards this. That's the misfortune. And now the center, the place where biodiversity and conference was conducted, became a notified center for auto wallahs to stop their autos and take the passengers. Biodiversity junction, they call it, without knowing what exactly is this. This is the situation. This is what really makes me feel sad, that why are we not teaching the children about this? So these degrading ecosystems that supply all life with fresh water, food, clean air, shelter, or more are in severe threats. As a result, millions of people around the world in rich and poor countries alike face uncertainties. What are the uncertainties? Over food security, just now Halima madam has shown, food shortage in number of countries. Water availability, quality water isn't available, and increased vulnerability. Say, it is not only the shortages that we should focus on, increased vulnerability to natural disasters and diseases. COVID is a recent example. It's easy to blame for countries to blame other countries. Things will get much worse if we continue along the same path. So in this direction, I strongly believe, as a teacher, we need to educate the children right from the very young age. Sir, I quote a corollary. The corollary is, until recently, soft skills and communication skills were introduced in the latter stages, at the graduate level and so on. So as a result, the present generation are not ready for lucrative jobs because they are unable to communicate well, and they do not have any idea of what a good body language is, eye contact is, and so on and so forth. Now we have realized. Now we are producing the materials, the soft skills materials, and how to stand on the stage, how to be confident, how to overcome the stage fear, how not to be nervous, how to deliver, the enunciation, and all these things. So this is one thing. So the issue is conserving biodiversity. I made my point very clear. Conserving endangered species and critical habitats. So all of us should join, since we are placed in different cities and different countries. We have to, as Halima madam said, we have to become green warriors and safeguard, protect, and bring awareness about the saving of endangered species and critical habitats. That's more important. Critical habitats. Critical habitats, this should be at the heart of the work from the very beginning. So we have to achieve landmark successes in this and show to the people. Sir, all of you know, I'm not quoting something which is, I'm not going to do at the cost of repetition. I'm saying the present day we are living is a loan that we have taken from our future generations. This present day is not our day. It is our children's day. That we should keep in mind. So, but huge challenges lie ahead in building the sustainable, well-managed landscapes that are necessary to prevent disastrous loss of biodiversity. Because human activities are expanding in some world's most biodiverse areas, large gaps remain in the global protected area network. So this is it. So how to go into the future? We can conserve most of the life on Earth by conserving the most exceptional ecosystems and habitats. So this has to be mapped. So it cannot be generically stated. We cannot simply make generic statements about it. we have to tell our children where are these most exceptional ecosystems and habitats in the childhood geography itself, world geography. Geography should not be limited. So here I delicately and humbly differ from NEP 2020. NEP 2020 in India, the National Education Policy, highly recommends Indianization. But in certain areas, the Indianization and confinement to Indian environments, Indian climate, Indian geography is not going to help. Here we have to be global somehow or the other. So a special conservation efforts are needed for threatened species whose survival is not guaranteed. So by saving their habitats alone. So the work includes, as I believe, and also as WWF, I quote from it, build a sustainable landscape mosaics that include networks of effectively managed protected areas, managed areas that are formally protected, and corridors linking habitats together. So it should be cross-border, it should be cross-country. And this team, and with more people, we need a larger contingent. So probably we are the torchbearers of this, but we need a larger contingent on this mission. Restore populations in the most ecologically, economically, and culturally important species. So we have to somehow mitigate, somehow bring, at least slow down the international migrations to the green areas. Okay. Design conservation strategies that better deal with and help mitigate climate change impacts. Advocate for favorable policies that support biodiversity conservation. So we have Honorable Government of India brought agricultural policy, but it fell into unfortunate political crisis, unfortunate political debates, and stiff rigidity. So somehow we have to make certain areas apolitical. This I strongly believe. And even education, which should be apolitical, is now politicized. So this has to change. And the climate change. This is another important area. And how to move into future, let me quickly say about this. Living within our means and into the future about climate change. The urgent challenge is to find ways to allow development and maintain a high standard of living while using far fewer natural resources and drastically reduce our CO2 emissions, reducing humanity's ecological footprint down, one planet living. So I want to propagate this term with the help of this forum, one planet living. So it's not the human beings and it's not the animals, it's not the plant life that is living, it is a planet that is living, one planet living, and allowing space for wildlife and wilderness. It's not only wildlife, it's the wilderness. So promote, the work includes here, promoting renewable energy and energy efficiency, promote sustainable fisheries, forestry, agriculture. So these are all necessities. And we have to go ahead with this forestry. So we simply cannot say, do not use up forest and forest products, but replenish, use, reuse, recycle and reuse kind of a system that we talk about plastics. We have to do for our forest and forest products. I join Halima madam in this wonderful thing which really caught me. I was discussing with my family physician also yesterday. I showed that I'm going to address, have a talk. And I remember my mother, she's no more now, and she passed away at 84. And my uncle who brought me up, because I lost my father when I was 7. Sorry for making that personal reference in a public forum. I remember them carrying a steel tumbler or a bronze tumbler, and what we call in our Telugu language, what is it? Water carrier. Even I forgot the name because I have not been using that, to the marriages. And they used to carry a leaf with them. Sir, let me all remind you, India is the only country where leaf is used as a food platter, banana leaf, eco-friendly. No other country in the world knew leaf can be used as a food platter. Only Indians we knew about it, banana leaves. So this rootedness has to be expanded to the global thing. So this is how we have to engage the children's conceptual understanding, cognitive understanding, that I'll speak a little later. I may be ending my talk in next 10 to 15 minutes. And next, our work includes also promote sustainable fisheries, forestry, agriculture, and other industries. We cannot put ban on industries. We need industries. Every country needs to be a producer. Countries should not become simply markets for highly developed countries like US, China, and so on. But we have to teach our children, teach this nation, that how our industries can be sustainable industries, how they can be eco-friendly, and promote sustainable water use and reduce footprint impacts on the freshwater ecosystems. So we need water from the moment we get up from the sleep until we hit the bed. We need water for various things. So, but we should be aware how to conserve it. Sir, I don't feel shy to tell you, when it comes to the use of water, I use a lot more water when I take bath. I use a lot of water, at least 2.5 buckets of water I use, which puts me to shame nowadays as I'm going deeper into the subject. So I'm now training myself to reduce the use of water to at least 1 bucket or 1 bucket, 1/4 bucket. So this is how I am trying to contribute from my side. Otherwise, I use a lot of water. So since I live in apartments, I'm always scared of the motors getting spoiled and water supply getting disrupted, because I can't really complete my ablutions. So demonstrate practical and economically feasible ways that governments, companies, communities, and consumers can change their consumption patterns and improve livelihoods and reduce their environmental impact. So these are some of my ideas about biodiversity and the conservation and climate change. And my next focus is on ESD. ESD is Education for Sustainable Development. So this is proposed by UNESCO, one of the important organs of United Nations. So they have given a roadmap to this. And in fact, this idea of education for sustainable development is not new. It started even 12 years ago, and even much before that, by United Nations. Somehow now this country is waking up to this. So this lethargy has to be left out. It has to be gotten rid of. Education for sustainable development sees education. Why education, you might ask me? Because I'm an academician, I'm an educationist, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. So my focal area is, rather than doing it as a social service, I want to take this concept through education to the children. I'm more interested in educating the children and educating the teachers. So through them, the change has to occur. They are the change makers. So my interest is in greening the curriculum, greening the schools. That's what Halima Madam also said. So ESD sees education as the key to unlocking progress in all the global developmental goals. So it should teach individuals to make informed decisions, take action, and as I told you in the beginning of my talk, Action and inaction can both have a lasting effects on our planet, both individually and collectively. So we have to make our children collaborative and to change society and protect the planet. So it should equip the people of all ages with the knowledge, skill, and values. So competencies have to increase here. So my point is not just the conceptual knowledge. It should not retain, in Anderson's words, it should not retain or remain at the knowledge level. It should be taken to the conceptual level. And children have to be equipped with the ability to tackle issues such as climate change. This is the areas that I'm more interested.
Thank you very much, Mr. Partha. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I request you to kindly conclude so that...
Yeah. Thank you very much. And in another next 3-4 minutes, I'll be concluding. So the last few words, it is already 1823. I said 1825, I will be closing. So learning of sustainable development should be 3-factorial: cognitive, improving how we think and understand the information; socio-emotional, building social skills, empathy, and emotional intelligence; behavioral, encouraging positive actions and behaviors. So ESD thus will become a powerful strategy to transform education, covering what we learn, how we learn it, and the environment in which we learn. It's a lifelong learning process that is an integral part of the quality education. So if I am given an opportunity to work with this learned forum towards sustainability and sustainable development goals, the areas that I will be very keenly interested will be climate change and biodiversity conservation. So through education, through training the children, through training the teachers. And I also offer, taking this opportunity, I also offer my editorial expertise to the group if we are publishing papers. And I also request Halima Madam, Vijay Kumar Sir, and other learned people to start an in-house newsletter, which I'll be glad to edit and invite. In quiz we are conducting, I understand from the PowerPoint, and we also invite children to write poetry and short stories, real-life experiences of their involvement, of their thoughts on the subject, which we can publish as a digital newsletter. We don't have to get it printed and spend lots of time. And I'll be happy to edit if such a project is taken up by this group. And Halima Madam, especially you, and Anita ji, my Didi, and all other learned scholars, Vijay Kumar Sir, Asma Madam, Dr. Ram, Jarina Khan, Subhangi, Ayesha Sultana, Zarina Khan, Narendra Singh ji, Ajay Singh ji, everybody, thank you very much for your patient listening and for this great opportunity. E and OE, errors and omissions expected. So if any mistakes I have made, if there is any conceptual inclarity on my side, please excuse me. I try to do my best within the time given to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And now we will have 10 minutes time for the discussions. Those who are interested to participate in this wonderful discussions and comment on the wonderful talk that is delivered by Mr. Partha, I request you all to kindly go ahead before we propose the vote of thanks. That will be done by Dr. Ram. But before that, let me invite the people to share their thoughts. Yes, Mr. Vijay Kumarji, I can see that you are ready to go ahead.
No, other than, I got mesmerized by the very, very scholarship of Dr. Partha on this subject. and it's very, very valid suggestions of having children involved in writing stories and poems, etc. And he has very graciously accepted that he can edit it also. Online journal, magazine, newsletter is, I think, can be eminently possible to be done. I think we should take his suggestions very seriously on that. Thank you so much for your learned lecture, sir.
It could be from
Wonderful.
EduFam, ma'am, Halima ma'am. From EduFam only you can release a e-magazine or something newsletter, you know, where children are encouraged to write something on SDGs, you know, that will motivate and then put into action also, maybe.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Anita ji. And yes, of course, we are ready to do that, and it is in our plan that we will be doing. The only thing is that we request our associates, those who are on the platform of EduFam, to create the readers. You know, editing newsletter will be done, I am 100% sure, by Mr. Partha. Even writing, I'm 100% sure the teachers will force the children to write also. Asma is a teacher with us. Zarina is principal. Anita ma'am is teacher, is a teacher trainer. She will force the children to write, and they will write also. But the question is, who will read? This is a very, very big question. And I request each one of us to promote the reading habits, and especially considering the sustainability as the essential things, not the fashion, because some people, they take it as fashion. This is not fashion, this is essential. So let's try for that. And thank you very much, Mr. Partha. I'll get back to you. Maybe we can have one-to-one meeting. We can have like 2-3 people in the committee for the newsletter. Maybe Mr. Vijay Kumar also can volunteer, because he's also very good in this area. Dr. Ram can also be there, although Dr. Ram is very, very busy in Singapore and India. But maybe Ms. Zarina, Ms. Aisha, Ms. Asma, we can form a committee, and then maybe we can go ahead with this initiative of newsletter. Thank you very much. Asma, you may invite now Dr. Ram for the vote of thanks.
Conclude this wonderful session. I now invite Dr. B. Ramanathan to propose the vote of thanks. Dr. B. Ramanathan is the founder and managing director of ACE International Pte. Limited, with over 23 years of experience in biological systems, based research and development, business consultancy, and services. Over to you, Dr. Ram.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, all. Thank you, Ms. Asma. And it is a great pleasure and honor to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of Eco Visionaries team. I have to thank Dr. Halima Sadia for making all these efforts for the people who wanted to go with the concept of sustainable development goals to achieve. The Eco Visionary team, the members and the experts who are having the mindset, who wanted to keep the world not only for us, but also the future generations. It is our duty and it is our thought process. How do we embrace the opportunity for the people to understand better and engage their activities, and keeping the kind of framework as well as the goal sets which are going to sustain the world forever. The resources and the sources which are very much available for not only for the current generation, also for the future generation. With this process, it is the time we have to decide how to formulate the network, how to engage the current activities and focus on futuristic developments. Dr. Halima Sadia mentioned in her talk about all these factors which are going to make the real aspects which are going to place our earth and keep the resources for all. Thank you, Dr. Halima Sadia, for keeping all these entertainments and engagements for the people who wanted to learn and embrace those activities to sustain. And Dr. Vijay Kumar, who introduced the today expert speaker, Dr. N. Partha. He narrated his accomplishments and achievements and his visions and missions for the activities which are going to really contribute the better aspects for the people and train them, especially for creating the world for a sustainable world. So I have to thank Dr. Vijay Kumarji, and especially I have to congratulate the today's speaker, the special speaker, um, Mr. Partha, who is creating a wonderful speech and deliver a very likably manner. Actually, he is mentioning several aspects, especially for the sustainability development goals prescribed by the United Nations, which are going to provide the focus for everyone, the 17 factors which are very important for us to keep in mind and contribute better for the 17 factors. Also, we have to think and prosper as well by training the other people and them with our activities. That is the real goal set. So he has mentioned in his points, we have to create that kind of aspects through engaging the people by creating the awareness, not only the awareness, also the commitments by the ambassadors who are making the responsibilities and roles to deliver. That is very, very important as of now. Also, he wanted to emphasize the way the communications and this disbursement and sharing of the knowledge or any other important messages through the newsletter, the e-newsletter. I welcome that kind of concept because we have to formulate the climate school in every school because it is the duty for us how to engage and embrace all these people to come and plug and play. That is very, very important as of now. We have to create the awareness. That is another point. But who are having the kind of tendencies to come and create the world for sustainability development goals to achieve? Through this newsletter, e-newsletter, especially the eco-visionary team, we are very happy and honored to make the change and engage the young minds who are playing and plugging together and making their advertisements or any newsletter articles and research articles. It would be a kind of publications to reach to the people in different kind of aspects to think and prosper as well. I have to thank for his special speech, which are covering really the wonderful aspects of each and every segments in the sustainability development goals to create the sustainability for the future world. I have to thank for his delivery today. Also, interaction with the people. I have to thank each and everyone present in this particular session. It's great learning and great engagements and a great world to sustain for us. Live and lead happy. Thank you. Over to us.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ram. And my dear friends, I have a good news to share with you all. On behalf of Eco-Visionary Group, we are honored to offer the honorary membership to Mr. Partha Nitala.
Thank you.
Eco-Visionary
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you
A big
so
round
much.
of applause to Mr.
Thank
Partha
you.
Nitala.
Thank you so much. Thank
And
you
we
so
are
much.
very happy to have you on board. And very soon we will be reaching you out with the details and with whatever areas we need your support and help, because people like you, if they associate with us, it's an honor for us.
Thank you so much.
Very much.
Thank you so much.
And my dear friends, once again, you have to join your hands to welcome Miss Diana from South Korea. And Miss Diana from South Korea is associated with IWPG, that is International Women's Peace Group. And they are really doing tremendous work in establishing the peace in all the countries, especially the countries that are suffering due to the war and other conflicts. Miss Diana, we welcome you to EduFam. Thank you very much for joining us. And Miss Diana has offered EduFam as a partner in UAE for their peace initiatives. And we are really working on that. Very soon, we will be the partner, and it will be an honor for all of us, those who are associated with EduFam. And they are very professional in this regard. So for them, first I have to go through, and some of our friends have to go through the trainings that they offer for the peace. And then only they can confirm the collaboration and association with their organization and EduFam International Academy. Thank you, Ms. Diana. Would you like to say something? Ms. Diana speaks in Korean language, and she has some problems in English language, but whatever you can speak, Ms. Diana, we will be very happy to listen to you. Diana, are you happy to be here? Diana, will you unmute yourself? Okay, she is saying thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for being with us. God bless you. We are very happy to have you. Yes, Asma, over to you, please.
With that, we officially close this impactful session. A heartfelt thank to everyone, especially Dr. Halima Sadia for conducting this event, and Dr. Partha, who was our guest speaker, and to each and everyone who joined us today for their invaluable contribution to this event. Your participation reflects your commitment to building a sustainable future. Let's continue to work together to make a sustainability a way of life. Have a wonderful day ahead, and goodbye, everyone. Have a nice weekend, all of you.
Really wonderful. Thank you all.
Thank you, Asma. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank
Namaste
you
to
all.
all. Namaste to all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Dr. Ram.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hima,
Can I leave the meeting?
Kumarji, Partha, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, you can.
Thank you, Halima ma'am. It was beautiful session.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Continue, Pastor Ravini.